Welcome to his short word channel.
You shall indeed know the truth, and it shall set you free.
And we create nothing but the truth.
And you can do nothing against the truth but for the truth.
So kindly hit that subscribe button and embrace the truth.
We just saw it. Jesus said, the words I speak are the Father's words. The words I speak are the Father's words. Those are the Father's words. I will build my church. It's not just Jesus' church. The church is the Father's family. Now notice John 14 verse 11 to 13. Just pay attention again. Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me. Or else, believe me for the very work's sake. Next verse. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. Next verse. And whatsoever you shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. Can everybody say very loud with me? The Father is glorified in the Son. So the question will be, who builds the family? The Father builds the family in the Son. The Father builds the family in the Son. In John chapter 5 verse 17, John chapter 5 verse number 17. But Jesus answered them, my Father walketh hitherto, and I walk. My Father walketh hitherto, and I walk. Now that verse is coming out shortly. My Father walketh hitherto, I walk. In other words, the Son's walk is the Father's walk. The Son's work is the Father's walk. It is the Father that is walking, and we see the workings of the Father in the Son. We see the walking of the Father via the Son. In this family, the Father and the Son are not independent. They are not separated. The Father walketh, and I walk. Look at John chapter 5 verse 19. John chapter 5 verse number 19. Then answered Jesus and said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. For what things soever he doeth, this also doeth the Son likewise. He uses the term ergozomai in the Greek, E-R-G-O-Z-O-M-A-I, ergozomai. He said, the Father walketh, then I walk. In other words, my walk is from the Father's walk. My walk is from the Father's walk. Look at that verse 19 again of John chapter 5. Then answered Jesus and said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, the Son can do nothing of himself, but what he seeth the Father do. For what things soever he doeth, this also doeth the Son likewise. The Son can do nothing, but what he sees the Father do. So that means there's nothing the Son does that is not the Father in him doing it. The Son can do nothing. That word nothing is key. So whatever the Son does is a response to what the Father did. Whatever the Son does is a response to what the Father did. Now pay attention. So a family, we know naturally, a family is birthed by the Father. The word Father in the Greek is the word Abba. Abba, A-B-B-A, or Pater, P-A-T-E-R, Father, Abba, or Pater. The Greek and the Hebrew says Abba or Pater. It's used for someone who starts something. A father is someone who starts something, or who births it, or a founder. A father is one who births something, or a founder. A founder. So the founder of the church is the father. The founder of the family is the father. Look at that Ephesians again, chapter 2, the 18th verse. For through him we both have access by one Spirit unto the Father. Oh, glory to God. We both have access. So the founder of the church is the Father. The Son can do nothing of his own self. The Son can do nothing of his own self. Remember what the Father said about Jesus. He said, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." He said that to John the Baptist at River Jordan. Then when Elijah and Moses showed up on the Mount of Transfiguration, the Father spoke from the heavens, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased, hear ye him." In other words, if you're going to hear me, you will have to hear him. He is not a messenger. Jesus is not an errand boy. Jesus is not junior God. Jesus is the Father manifest. Jesus is the Father revealed. Jesus is the Father unveiled. The Bible calls Jesus the image of the invisible God. He is the image, or Jesus gives visibility to the invisible God. He's the revelation of the Father. Now, so Jesus is the Father manifest. In that Ephesians again, chapter 2 verse 18, Ephesians chapter 2 verse 18, for through him we both have access by one Spirit unto the Father. Through him, that's Jesus, we both have access by one Spirit unto the Father. Now what do you mean by the word access? That's why he said, you are no longer a stranger, you are no longer a foreigner, but you are now a native, a fellow citizen with all the saints and of the household of God. Now put up that Ephesians chapter 2 from verse 18 to 20. For through him we both have access by one Spirit unto the Father. Now therefore you are no more strangers and foreigners, but natives, fellow citizens with the saints and of the household of God. Next verse. And are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Jesus Christ himself being the chief cornerstone. So God is a founder. That's why it is called a household.